Hello and welcome back to another Toronto episode. I'm your host Teddy, and today I'm being joined once again by
Hayden.
And today we're going to talk about the TMNT, the 2012 Season 3, Episode 9, Return to New York. So what do you think about this episode briefly?
Briefly, I don't think I can describe briefly, because this is the episode I have been wanting to see for a very long time. This is what I want to see in Turtles. The action, the chaos, the violence. This is what I'm here for. So, I don't think I can describe it briefly.
Yeah, I have to say that there's a lot in this episode which I really do enjoy and love about this version of Turtles, whereas I would do the more seriousness, action stuff, emotional stuff, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there was some drawbacks with this Mikey, but that is to be expected. And there's a lot in this episode which I definitely feel like they had something going for in terms of the Krang invasion kind of stuff and also the pizzeria stuff, where it feels like they're such good ideas, very unique ideas for Turtles at the time, and they could expand upon it to make it into something everlasting in this universe. But it's annoying with how little they actually go through some of this stuff, but it's still nice to know that seeing where the potential was in this episode. And also I have to say, the music in this episode was really great. I don't normally say that about it too often, but 2012 does have some decent, pretty good tracks, I want to say. And this episode, oh yeah, they were really great, where it sounded like very spacey, fantasy kind of thing, but in a very different way, and I loved it for some reason. So, yeah. Okay, so we do first start with the Crocodile the Barbarian TV show. Anything to say about that? Because I got nothing to say about that either. Ooh. Yeah.
To be honest, not much with the first little scene there, but I do want to give a mention to the intro of this episode. It's changed, and when I first saw it, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this isn't right. It's changed. And I was thinking to myself, is this the right episode? Am I watching it correctly? But no, it was the actual introduction for it. And I've got to say, I'm a fan. I really do like how they brought the previous episode in which they fought their own demons and they had their cool armor on. That I do like, because it's showing that we're progressing now into a new series, new season. And I thought it was pretty cool, and I did like the change, very much so, with the cartoon, and of course Raph's fire, and everyone else's new makeover. I thought it was really cool, just seeing that little scene. I know it's small, I know it's a little insignificant, but those are the things I pick up on, and I do say I do enjoy it.
I'm quite the opposite. I mean, because it felt out of place when most of the intros taking place in the city or something along those kind of lines. Then all somewhere back into the forest with the. It's really good to see Turtles in those designs, but it felt really out of place. And then even with the other scenes, we're going to see a new bit with Splinter and April Train. That was cool, but then also got a bit where the Turtles are driving down the streets with fighting some other bad guys, which I don't think you know who they are yet, so that's a good thing. But it felt out of place. It didn't really feel like it fitted into the intro. It felt more like it was just a few clips that I cut out from the episode and just put into this one. It just felt so weird. I would say it's probably my third favourite intro out of the 5, but it just feels a bit too out of place with all the new stuff. But I do enjoy that they are including the Vision Quest stuff, but okay, Party Wagon. What do you think about the new turtle van?
First I was thinking, okay, they're gonna make something like the Turtle Raiser. It's gonna be like this giant beast of a machine. But then when I realised it was like the hippie van, that's when my excitement got up, because I was thinking, yes, they're gonna deck out the hippie van and they're gonna turn it into the Party Wagon. And yeah, I'm actually quite impressed of what they did with it. They put so much weapons on it, and some really quirky ones as well. They put the soda cannons on it. They put the gas bombs. That was kind of shocking. Thinking, geez, they're just using gas bombs now, ammonia gas, just great. we're totally not going down that path, but it was also quite interesting as well with the deer, the laser deer, or the flamethrower deer head. That was kind of weird and creepy. Like, it will certainly freak out your enemies. It certainly would if I was there. Like, if I just saw a giant deer head pop out the car and then just breathe fire at you, I would just be running the opposite direction.
Yeah, I'd say that with the van overall, I do enjoy how they're going back to the original cartoon, bringing back that kind of car into this version. And I do like all the changes which are made to it, with all the different weapons, the Venus thing on the side of the truck. It just feels like a toy, but a fun toy. I mean, sadly, I never got the toy when I was a kid because apparently I had too many toy vans. But like, this is just, it feels like a good toy. I don't mean it like in the insulting way, but it just feels like a great toy. I think you know what I mean. Where it's just,
Yeah.
where you can just pop out the the deer head and kill a bunch of prey. Why not? But yeah, no, I love it because of what it is. I think my only problem with it is not necessarily anything to do with the actual van itself, but because after some stuff in the show, they do actually bring back the Shell Racer and have both the hippie van or the party wagon and Shell Racer. So it feels a bit weird to have both of them at the same time. And also, they just stole a vehicle from Kirby, and he never questions it, never brings it up ever again. They just stole a man's life or work.
They just stole his car.
Yeah. I mean, good for them, really.
Yeah, I don't think Kirby could complain when it's like saving the world and all that.
Yeah. After that, we do get Steve Toes. They do return to New York. Yeah, anything to say about that bit, like, especially like Casey going through the wall, or like seeing like New York so deserted. I wasn't about like those bits there.
At first, I really did like the Krang guards, like the full military guards that were being mind controlled at the front gate.
Loved that.
I loved it. I don't know why, but something about the guards and the military just being there guarding the city by this wall was I don't know. It's like the dystopia, apocalyptic feeling, and I love that.
And also
and
the designs for the EPF were really great as well.
Yeah. The soldiers as well, but that word though, the PBF, was it?
EPF, the Earth Protection Force.
Yes, I think we've seen them before back in the 2002 series, didn't we? Briefly, or
okay. No, but you will be. So I've got to see him in the season 2 finale of the 2012 show. However, the EPF was introduced into the 2003 show first. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're doing it all wrong again.
Damn it.
But,
get my series swapped around.
Yeah, but I'd say like the designs, they look really great. I think also like how smooth they all look, and the weapon, everything about it just looks so cool. I think the only problem with it is that we don't get to see much of them. I would prefer to have like them wander around the streets instead of Krang. I feel like that would have made like a bigger impact on what oh my god, I can't believe they've done this kind of thing. But it's a shame that like we don't get to see the EPF for oh god, it's a long time actually. I think it's like not until next season. I think it is. And it's so annoying because they are great designs. So yeah, so after that we do get Zero Toes. They do come across Krang and start to violently beat them up with stink bombs, fizzy water. Yeah, what do you think about that bit there?
To be honest, it was kind of funny just to see the Krang getting like destroyed by, what we would consider as like kiddie or like childish weapons, like soda cannons, deer lasers and gas bombs and all that. Like it's like that the kiddie or the childish play sort of weapons you would get in like a toy, which I found funny. But I also found it a bit disappointing on how the Krang could get easily defeated by such weapons as well. Like the Krang are the most powerful, like intergalactic species in the Turtle universe. So you'd think they could withstand something like that. But if you understand where I'm coming from, I don't like the Krang, so it was pretty funny to see them get absolutely destroyed by something so childish.
I think it would have been better if they used the if they used the deer head to set the gas on fire.
Oh my god, yes! What a great idea!
That would be that definitely would be pushing things a lot further than what they probably should be because of everything.
Oh yeah.
But that would be great. But it would be so dark.
Awesome. Oh yeah, just see the Krang just burning alive, just like screaming. Okay, we're getting a bit too far now, but that does. I don't know why, but that does remind me. You. Yeah. Do you remember How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
With the double-headed dragon that one sprayed gas and then one ignited it.
Oh yeah.
That's what it reminds me of right now. Like that idea reminds me of that. So, yeah, no, that would have been pretty cool, but I think they would have been pushing it just a tad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really great fun to see, but it would have been a lot more fun than it did burn. So after that, we do get see the turtles. They do go back to the lair, and they are attacked, or sort of attacked by a bulb alien, or a bulb kind of thing. It wasn't about that whole bit there.
Seeing them go back to the lair after so long was a bit of a shocker, to be honest. It was a bit shocking just to see all these Krang bots just lying dead on the ground, lifeless, and the whole lair in general was just dead. It was lifeless, torn to pieces. Just shocking, really, just to see this after so long. Going back to where it all began and seeing it all destroyed and completely ruined was shocking, but it was also a wake-up call for the turtles as well. Like seeing them like realise like they've taken everything from them, I think that just made them a bit more persistent in when they're trying to defeat the Krang. But I thought it was really cool because it just shows how apocalyptic things have gotten, how dystopian and how bad things have actually gotten in New York whilst they've been living their life in the farm upstate. But it was certainly really interesting and really funny. I also do like the Krang orb. Like you'd think, oh, it's just a little tiny harmless thing. What can it do? And then it just pops out, and then it's all like gooey. It's all like humanoid, and it pulls out these laser guns and just starts blasting up the place, which I found really funny as well, but kind of creepy because it had like these beating organs as well inside it. Like it looked like half machine, half man.
It was so weird seeing that. I don't know what to really say about it because I mean, much as I like the orb design, it feels weird that it has organic stuff. Like even when we look back at like Irma's design, she had organs for some unknown reason. Like why are they giving the Krangs organs by them being robots?
Yeah, it did weird me out because I was thinking, oh my god, is that like a human organ? Did they turn them into like flying robots?
Yeah.
But I was thinking that's a bit too far. But it did really remind me of a Doctor Who episode in which this is going back a few years ago. These are like these humanoid drones, basically. In the Doctor Who series, there was a mad scientist who took these survivors from Earth and put them into rockets and sent off to this new planet. However, he decided to take them and turn them into these giant humanoid drones, and they put like the whole souls, like the whole brains and organs into this like circular drone. I can't remember the episode for love nor money, but maybe the audience will understand a bit more what I'm talking about. It was I can't remember, but it was an episode from Doctor Who which reminded me of that so much, which was kind of weird and cool at the same time. I'm going off on one again, but it really did remind me. If I can find it, I will show you the episode, but that's the general gist of how it went.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that overall this bit, I did enjoy how the Turtles were like doing stealth and that kind of stuff, and it was cool to see the Krang in there. The biggest problem with this bit, though, and I got a feeling that you're going to be sort of moaning about it in a second, but the Krang know the Turtles' hideouts. We know eventually the Turtles do go back to the lair. Why doesn't Shredder do anything about this? He knows where they live. That's all I'm going to say about that. It's... Yeah, that's going to piss... that's pissed me off quite a bit now. I've got a feeling that it might piss you off a little bit as well.
It does and it doesn't. Like, I understand where you're coming from with that, but if the Shredder didn't realise that they were alive still, then maybe he would have spent a bit more time trying to pursue them. But because they thought they were dead, there was no need to pursue them. But I do understand the frustration.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Because later on in the season, the Turtles do decide to go back to the original lair, and Shredder's still in the picture. He doesn't do anything about it. He doesn't go after their location or anything like that.
What?
Yes. Now I do understand where I'm coming from with being pissed.
Yes, now I understand.
Yeah.
Why don't attack? It's the most strategic advancement that Shredder can do. Like, if you want to take out the enemy, you go straight to their home base. And if he knows where the home base is, it's an easy target. Send some foot ninjas, send some drones.
Well, then again, the Turtles don't go after Shredder, so... it works both ways, I would say.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, after that, we do get to see the Turtles try and find Splinter, but that's when they do come across the shrimp Shredder. Was you quite surprised by that?
At first I thought the Shredder was in the sewers with them, and I'm thinking, oh god, this is about to go down. And then the camera pans around, and then you see this little tiny mini Shredder, and I couldn't help but laugh. I really couldn't. This thing was tiny. It was kind of, cute in a way, and I never thought I'd say that because it's the Shredder, but it was like a little cute Shredder. Like, it was a tiny little figure, and he had like giant whiskers like a shrimp, and it was just like, it looked harmless. Like, it was so small. I was thinking, oh, what is that? It looks disgusting, but it's kind of cute in a way, But it was certainly funny. But yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's cute but disgusting at the same time. Like a Shredder, but it's mini. But it's cute though, so it's like small. So I don't know. It's a weird combination of the two. Yeah. I don't know if you have any thing to say about this.
I just like how they're bringing back the Shredder mutants. They're very underrated, not underused, and for good reason too. They're not really good characters, but they're just... I don't know, something about it just puts a big smile on my face and just like, yeah, this is Turtles. 4 mutant turtles fighting clones of a Shredder who are a crab, a four-armed freak, and a shrimp. Like, you can't get much more than that with Turtles. Yeah.
No.
After that, we do get to see the Turtles. They do find Splinter, and the Foot come in and they do capture him. What do you think about that bit there?
Seeing the Foot come in and capture Splinter for the first time was pretty shocking as well. And seeing Splinter for so long was also shocking as well, because, to be honest, I thought he'd been captured and taken to Dimension X, and his soul had been shattered and been preserved in this ghostly form, like a Force ghost or something, like from last episode. Sorry, not last episode, a few episodes ago. But it was weird, because you'd think Splinter was like this powerful character. His mind is like a steel vault. His mind is unbroken and is sound. And then you see this. This isn't Splinter. This is like a madman. This is a rat basically a man who's formed back into a primal animal, a rat. And I'm thinking to myself, what has happened to him? What could have broken him to the extent that he would go back to his original primal animalistic way? Like, he must have gone through a hell of a lot to be broken.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to say that overall with the scene, I do enjoy how Splinter was definitely different, and I do enjoy what they did in this episode with Splinter. And I'd say that with the battle overall, I did quite enjoy the intensity of it all, with Turtles being, so determined to keep Splinter safe, and the Foot being surprisingly stronger in this episode for some unknown reason. That was really cool, and I like the intensity of it all, and I feel like that works so well for the episode. And even seeing and also it was just so sad and emotional to see us being acting this way with him, getting electrocuted, and oh god, it was awful. But yeah, so yeah, let's talk about the next bit, which is Turtles breaking into Stockman's lair. And we do get to see Stockman. Oh god, not mocking him, but taunting him with some cheese. I felt so sorry for Splinter. Oh god, Baxter is just one of the worst villains.
He is. He's a bit of a dick.
That's put it lightly.
In better words, yeah. In better words, yeah. He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, it was awful. But we do get to see after that, the other mutant shredders come out and they start to fight the turtles. What do you think about this bit? I love this bit.
I really did as well. This is what I wanted to see for a very long time. I didn't want to see no pansy fight. I wanted to see full-on action, and they delivered. Seeing the shredders, well, mutant shredders, I say, fight the turtles was certainly an interesting one, because these are different creatures that have had different mutations in regards to they've had different mutations. One's got 4 arms looking like from Ben 10, one's got a giant lobster claw, and then the other's like a mini shredder, which is kind of funny as well. But it was certainly interesting to see the fight go down in this in the laboratory of Baxter Stockman, and excuse me, seeing it all go down. Now that I really did enjoy, because I haven't had a fight like this in ages. And seeing them fight against 4 different shredders, now that was good.
Yeah, I'll say for what I said before, just the mutant shredders and just being so all different, so unique, and just fighting the turtles. It was just such a fun fight, and I had a big smile on my face, and then even seeing Mikey fighting him. I'll say that the animation in this episode was also on another level as well, so smooth and all that kind of stuff. It felt great, and it worked well for this fight scene, and the design, everything about this bit, it just had a big smile on my face. I can't really pinpoint as to anything as to specifically why, but it was just so fun. I loved it all. And we do get to see Splinter trying to bite Casey before he gets electrocuted again. Yeah, I don't blame Casey, but this hasn't Splinter suffered enough with electricity today? He does get his memory back, and that's when we do get to see Splinter come back to normal and fight the Shredders to save his sons. This is a peak Splinter moment.
Definitely.
Yeah, I do definitely feel like there was definitely elements where they could have improved upon it to make it be a bit more of a bigger, impactful and more emotional scene, but I'd say that with what they did, it did its job and it did it well, and it might be one of the best scenes they've done from this episode, and one of the best scenes done from the show. I just love it.
It certainly was a good throwdown, and seeing Splinter come back after all he's been through was also quite wholesome as well, and then him hugging his sons again, that was very wholesome.
Yeah, it just feels like a Splinter moment that you don't for it's weird because when you think back to Splinter and all his moments, you don't really get to see him doing big stuff or any big moments. So seeing him having a big moment here, it just works so well, and it's just a beautiful scene. So after that, we do get to see the Turtles escaping, and they decide to use the deer head on Tiger Claw while driving, hit him in the back with a car. Oof. Yeah, what do you think about that bit there?
Seeing the deer head being used for the first time on Tiger Claw was certainly interesting. I thought it was going to be like a battering ram or something, but then it just throws fire from its mouth, and I just couldn't contain myself. Literally, I just like kept laughing at the fact that this silly thing was such a powerful weapon. Like, it was certainly funny how they decked out this party wagon with so many different wacky weapons. Like you said, this is like a sort of toy, for like advertisement to promote the show, and I think it would have worked. Like, I would have enjoyed playing with this as a kid. Like, the toy is wacky, it's different, but it was certainly funny seeing Tiger Claw get flamed and then run over by the car.
Yeah, it was a fun scene. It felt very rushed and forced in, but I still loved it with how sort of violent it was. But yeah, I would like to see a lot more of this. Especially just burning people for no real reason. I love it. And yeah, so after that, we do get to see the Turtles. They come into a new home, a pizzeria. This is Turtles, and it's surprising that they haven't done anything like this before, and they haven't done anything like this ever again. But this is just so Turtles. What do you think about the new place?
It's certainly a fixer-upper, but I think it'll do. But it just screams Turtles. It's a pizzeria. It just screams Turtles, and I can't say anything else than that because there is nothing else to say. It literally is the definition of the Turtles.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing which I've got to say about that is, where did they park the vehicle? And because, like, wouldn't the Krang find the vehicle if it's supposed to be... Because the shop is in, like, the middle of, like, town. There isn't any real parking anywhere near it, so... What happened to the vehicles?
Yeah, good point. What did happen to the vehicles?
I guess we're just there somewhere. we don't really need to know all about that.
No.
But yeah, so what do you think about this episode overall?
Overall, I thought this was a really good episode, and certainly something that we needed for a very long time. Because I'm not gonna lie, sure, I enjoyed the farmhouse episodes, but it was just getting boring. Like, I wanted something different, some action, some change. No, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy some of the episodes, I really did, but I wanted to see the Turtles back in action. Like, I wanted to see them fight again, like a unit in the city, fighting the good fight, and not just these random different mutants. Like, don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy those episodes, but what I saw today in this episode, this is what I want to see from the Turtles. This is what I want to see a lot more of, and luckily enough, we're getting back into the rhythm of things. So hopefully we get some more good episodes to come.
I mean, sort of do.
Don't burst my bubble.
Well, you'll find out. I mean, you will enjoy some of it. I would say that because in the next few episodes we've got the Russian arms dealer.
Oh yeah,
he's back, and he's gonna become a regular. He's gonna become like a recurring character after next week's episode. So I got a feeling that
okay.
Yeah, so I got a feeling that you're gonna be like. It's weird just because after season 2, everyone says that the show gradually dips in quality and it becomes worse and worse. However, I feel like for you, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more, which I think it's going to be quite interesting to hear your reaction to some of the episodes, because like some of them, even though like there's like a lot of good episodes, a lot of them feel fun to be boring or just very skippable. But I've got a feeling that for you, with some of them, with how they do like stuff with certain characters and that kind of stuff, you're going to love them. So it's going to be like really interesting to hear your reaction to some of this stuff, because like I said, like a lot of people do find that like, season 3, 4 and mostly and pretty much season 5 is just boring and just dips in quality. but I got it. But like, it's gonna be interesting with you. I think that's the best way to describe it all. But
okay.
Yes, but I have to say that with the episode overall, yeah, it did. It was great to go back to more of a normal turtle kind of thing with going back to New York and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff which I do love about this episode. The only problem with it though is that because I know how long we do get spent with some of this stuff, it's frustrating because they have really good ideas, but yet they don't really use them to their full potential. Like, because with the Krang stuff in the city, like that is so cool to see them. The whole city thing and all that kind of stuff, and Krang just patrolling the city is really cool and great to see that kind of stuff. But at the same time, we don't really get to see too often. I think this is the only time that we probably get to see it like this, and it was really great to see it like this. But I would have seen a lot more of this. And then even with the pizzeria stuff, I love the new hideout. But it's a shame that pretty much after they do stop the invasion, that they go back to their normal lair. I would have loved them to actually kept this new location, because I feel like this will definitely set this whole series apart from everything else with the new location. But either way, what I did get, it was good enough for me, and I really did enjoy it. Okay, so for the next week's episode, and this one, I've got a feeling that you're going to quite enjoy with the arms dealer and who else they bring into this one and where they do take things next for the series. It's called Serpent Hunt. What do you think is going to happen in that episode?
Oh, okay. Hear me out. This might sound a bit crazy, but aren't all my things crazy enough? Basically, I think the Russian mobster is going to come to New York. He's going to try and sell some weapons, and I think we're going to see Karai again. I think we're going to see Karai come back as the mutant, as the serpent. I think we're going to have some interactions with her. Hopefully trying to get Karai to trust Leo again and the turtles, and then fight against them, against the Russian mobster. Is that alright, or is that way out?
You're somewhat close. Well, a bit close, I would say. I would say that you're on the right tracks. There's a lot of stuff that's a lot different, but you're on the right tracks at least. So, I'll give you half a point at least.
Yeah.
Oh, also, trivia. That's something we didn't do.
Oh, yeah.
Trivia, there's actually quite a bit of trivia for this episode. Okay, so this episode opening sequence gets a fourth update. The largest update it was the last update was in episode Within Woods. I'm not going to go over all this because it seems like a lot of stuff, and I've got a feeling that you probably saw what I say that it was very obvious with what changes they made to the intro. If you didn't see it, then you're blind.
Yeah.
Much like the other episodes, the events in the cartoon the Turtles were watching, in this case Krognard the Barbarian, foreshadow the events of the actual episode. The villain that appears in Krognard cartoon is based on Man-E Faces, one of many characters from the Masters of the Universe series. The synthesizer-laden soundtrack of the episode, especially when the Turtles were approaching the city, was referenced to a 1980 cult classic, Escape from New York. Oh.
Wait, that's where it's from?
Well, it's supposed to be inspired by it. So.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't recognise the reference from Escape from New York, so if that's what they were trying to mimic, then it makes more sense. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Incidentally, the movie starred Kurt Russell, who portrayed of Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China, was inspiration for Casey Jones. Oh yeah, I remember people said about this. That's cool, I guess. This episode is the debut of the Party Wagon, a familiar vehicle that appeared throughout the franchise. I mean, that's not really trivia. I feel like we're going back to 2003 stuff where it's just, the most basic and obvious shit.
It's just facts. Don't put facts in there that we already know. Put the stuff that we don't already know, That's why it's called trivia, for crying out loud.
Okay, so this one, I feel like I don't think you know the trivia for it, but you understand the reference. So you know the Raphael painted the green turtle on the van, and said Venus. Well, that was actually a reference to the first female turtle they included into a second TV show called The Next Mutation. You have seen pictures.
Really?
Yeah, you have seen pictures. It's a live action one. Let me give a picture up. Once you see it, be like, oh Christ, they did that.
Is it that? What? Oh no! Please tell me it's not that.
It's the one.
Is it
one with the boobs?
No. Oh no!
And send it over Discord.
Oh no!
Yeah, have you seen it?
No, I can't do this again. No.
You're gonna.
Can't. No. Why did you have to show this image?
VR was first.
It's better off not knowing.
This art was first seen on the Battle Tank featured tent released in 2012. Okay. Painting a pin-up style figure on the side of the vehicle was common on World War II aircrafts. So why are they doing it for a party wagon? Mattel's painted number 2.
Kind of good.
Yeah.
For like the more, well, it is that they are going into war, so I guess it's kind of fitting, you know.
No, I suppose. Mattel's painting the big number 2 on top of the party wagon, not only because it's the second van in the series, but also it's the second incarnation of the party wagon in the cartoons. The bomb Mattel's threw from the party wagon is reminiscent of the from the original party wagon toy. Oh, that's cool. The stink bomb, it reads, foot stinks, the same words on the 1980s party wagon. The brand of breath mints Donny puts in the soda cannons are Chillos, a parody of the real life brand Mentos.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Although the original Shredder Elite from the Raj comics were just mutant clones of Shredder, each of these new Shredder Elite members were created from a different crustacean. Mint Shredder is a shrimp, Claw Shredder is a lobster, Shiver Shredder is a crab. Accidentally, there were crabs on Stockman's desk, indicating the Shredder mutants were recent experiments. And yeah, and this is also the second time they appeared in like TV form, because they did first appear in the comics, but this is the second time they appeared in animation, and also the last time we got seen the like Shredder clones as well, which is also quite disappointing as well. When Mattel was explained they need a new hideout, one of Donnie's idea was an old subway station. This is a reference to a 1991 film, Timothy 2, Secret to Use. A Choco log vending machine is seen in Bax's laboratory. Okay.
What?
Yeah, he has a chocolate vending machine in his lab.
Of course he does.
Why would you have a vending machine? Because I have a box. Okay, there was an error in this episode. Leo lost both of his katanas in the fight against Shredder mutants, but had both of them again in the end of the battle. Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know what to really say about that one. But
That's kind of bad.
Yeah, but even if he didn't have them in the final episode, like the end of the episode, he still has them in the next episode, despite losing them into the actual mutagen. I have no idea what they were thinking there. Yeah.
He made them again, I guess, you know, with the resources on hand. Well, actually,
what resources?
Have a forge. Yeah, good point. We're in the city now.
Yeah, I mean,
it don't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, so for the cast for this episode, we've got April voiced by Mae Whitman, Casey voiced by Josh Peck, Donatella voiced by Rob Paulson, Leonardo voiced by Seth Green, Mark Henshaw voiced by Greg Seitz, Raphael voiced by Sean Astin, Shredder, Claw Shredder, Mini Shredder, and Silver Shredder, all voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson, Splinter voiced by Hoon Lee, Stockman Fly, or Stockman, is voiced by Phil Lamar, Tiger Claw voiced by Eric Bowser, Cars Channel Brian Gumbay voiced by Jim Meskimin, and also did the voice of Megalord Zarek, Kragnar voiced by Brian Bloom, Spooch voiced by Scott Menville, Wizardus voiced by Mae Whitman, Ice Cream Chrissy voiced by Kevin Eastman, Krang voiced by Nolan North, and that's it. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Do you have anything else to say about this episode, or is it all done with this one?
I'm sort of done, really. I thought this was a really good episode to get things started again, and just going back to New York in general was pretty cool. But no, I thought this was a really good episode, and definitely probably going to be in one of my top tens.
Yeah, I think this definitely will be in one of my top 10s as well. But yeah, it's a really great episode to like get back things back to normal, and it's going to be interesting for the rest of the series. Just like we've already said with the quality and your reactions, so it's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it now because of your reactions. So yeah, but this has been an episode of Talking Tales. I've been your host Teddy.
And I've been Hayden.
And we'll see you soon. Goodbye, yo. Bye.
Bye.